Welcome. I hope that everyone can hear me and see me. Welcome to the live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Let me know, traders, if you are ready for this day as well. So we have changed our live timing a little bit different time because of some rearrangements. So this will be our new live session timing for our London and NY session. We are a bit earlier, so let me know if you are here so that I know that you are here using the live chat. Welcome. Guys, let me know if you can hear me. I'm present. Thank you very much, greatness. Welcome. I would like to know that the voice and the sounds and everything are well. You guys can see and hear properly. Before I progress further, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up. Okay, welcome. Thanks for mentioning that and confirming that everything is loud and clear. That's appreciated. So let's look at the chart to see what the market might be offering us today. If you look at we have seen that in our past trade that we have done on the live session on GBP JPY has given us this massive 4 times profit that we have opened in our from this live session the day before. And if you guys have seen that trade, it was a massive one. I believe that you guys can you let me know how many traders have secured profit on that trade? It was a massive trade. In fact, it's a big one. Thank you very much. Hi coach, welcome. Thank you. Yes, Patrick and everyone, thanks for joining the live session. It's much appreciated your support to the channel by giving a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. So this will be our new timing for our live session so that we can have more time to analyze the market and to go through everything, as there will be news coming up. If we look at the Forex factory calendar, so today is Friday, which is coming up 10:30 p.m. GBP and CAD. So CAD news coming, and also dollar. So dollar CAD might get very volatile. Let me know if you have any question relating to that. So let's begin our analysis with the dollar CAD. Looking at dollar CAD to see what kind of opportunity we have, as there will be a news on CAD and we should be able to see good move on dollar CAD. So looking at dollar CAD, this is a big drop on dollar CAD so far, if you guys can see that. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the bigger picture, starting with the monthly. Now, why am I looking at the monthly? Because monthly, weekly, higher time frame will give you clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. So if you look at monthly chart on dollar CAD, what we can see that from the monthly previous months there was a bull candle. Now this month from this resistance we have seen that there was a immediate drop to the downside, and with this drop, this is the monthly candle, guys, and as you can see that after this drop to the monthly, it is still showing a very strong bearish price action in that area. So there is a bull candle followed by another bearish price action, expecting a dollar CAD to drop further to the downside to create a new lower low. So we might see that dollar CAD is moving in the major direction of the trend. So if we look at the weekly to downside a little bit, what we can see that from the weekly, this is the weekly candlestick pattern. The market is forming series of lower high in that area, which basically the market is forming smooth resistance line, and from that smooth resistance line there is a huge drop on dollar CAD. And with this drop, okay, so what we can see from this resistance, there is a big drop from the weekly. As the market has rejected from this resistance, we might see that dollar CAD is breaking below and then coming back down to this support level. So depending on how the market might be doing, what I think that you can see, there's a long wick candle, so quite a few long wick candles basically has given a high probability for dollar CAD to break down and then to come back down to create a new lower low. Now going to the daily time frame, dropping down to the daily, we can see that from the daily, this is a resistance here, a drop, another resistance. So the price is basically maintaining that resistance line on dollar CAD, therefore expecting dollar CAD to come back down because it's maintaining that resistance still. And this is the channel that we can see dollar CAD is moving. So we could see that the price is ultimately now breaking. If you look at here, this is the daily impulse on dollar CAD from here. Okay, so with this impulse, the market has made a move, and then it was in this consolidation. We might see that dollar CAD is breaking below this support level. Okay, so you might see that it's breaking below this support and going down to create a new lower low. So you might see that the price is breaking below and then dropping down further to this support level. So if we look at further lower time frame from the intraday time frame, what we can see that here is we can see the market is basically maintaining downtrending market structure. This is the resistance here, and quite a few resistance line here. And from those resistance, we can see the market managed to break below. And what I think that now we might see that the price breaking below any of this support level. So support here, we may see that dollar CAD is breaking below this support, which we could see eventually coming down to retest, or even coming to 130, might come to 1.3556 level on dollar CAD. So yeah, this is what I think dollar CAD might be coming down with the news coming up. And if we find any lower time frame price action, if you look at the 15 minutes, you can see that it's a strongly falling market. It's a clean drop, so any pullback might give us that entry opportunity on dollar CAD. Okay, so we'll see how we can find an entry in that area. And in the meantime, traders, if you are here, make sure that you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. Thanks for your support, and much appreciated. You guys supporting the channel a lot. Thank you for that, and make sure you also stick till the end of live session to see exactly what we are discussing here. Haman, thank you very much. Welcome. Thank you. I secured some profit. Well, very good. So the last trade that we did on GBP JPY also I will be discussing in depth, because if you look at that bigger picture, if you look at a trade, now that trade was a massive, the one that we did in our live session, and catching this kind of trade is absolutely important to be profitable as a trader. And this is what I always emphasize, that always look at the bigger picture. All right, so it's important that you always look at bigger picture, trade based on a strategy, trade based on risk management, so that you are always in the top of the game of trading. Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Eric. Yes, good. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you. Hello, coach. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Secure some profit. This setup is so beautiful, coach. Yeah, thanks for that. Basically, I rearranging everything. Thank you. Welcome. Okay. So now next thing that we need to look at, what can we see for our next move. So dollar CAD, we can see that if you look at the daily chart on dollar CAD, this is the daily price action from this resistance. There is a breakdown here, expecting for the price to drop further to the support and then break below to this liquidity zone, and then to continue to drop in that direction. So dollar CAD is currently bearish, so any pullback is an opportunity for us to sell. So we'll leave it there until we see the news coming up. Going back to the gold was a bit in a choppy market. Okay, so we saw that a bit of choppy price action and market structure on gold. So let's look at the monthly chart. Again, from the monthly, why we are looking at the monthly, looking at the bigger picture. Why you need to look at the bigger picture? Well, bigger picture is what makes everything. Okay, so even if you are if you want to be a trader, or if you want to do anything in life, it's important that you always look at the bigger picture. So it's also help to eliminate the emotion coming with the trading when you look at the bigger picture. For example, if you look at one trade that you open and it's not going in the direction, and then started to stressed out. But when you look at 3 years, 5 years time, where you will become, who you will become when you become a consistently profitable trader, that is looking at the bigger picture. Look at the 3 years, 5 years time, guys, because if you want to start, if you want to complete a diploma, you need 3 years time, right? So why not giving enough time to trading? So looking at bigger picture is always help to maintain the flow, maintain the motivation as a trader. I want to know also how many traders here really trading more than a year, because I know that trading takes a bit of stress, and sometimes it becomes hard to maintain the long-term commitment in this trading. But I want to see that how many traders, in fact, here in this live session trading for more than a year, or if you are trading less than a year, also let us know. So let's see how long you are persistent. MDI more than 2 years. Okay, so you already made a good progress. Of course, 2 years is quite a bit of time, right? Yeah. Anyone here more than? Okay, so you're 6 years, Giovanni. Okay, 6 years. Wow, that's great. That's cool. Okay, so 6 years is basically, it's a good timing. And if you are trading for 6 years, and I would say that if you just be able to emotionally resilient, you can definitely become a trader. And timing, it's important, and also absolutely important that on the other side of this long hard work is freedom, isn't it? So what do you want to achieve from trading? Freedom, right? And also you have to have a I'm at that point. Welcome. So Patrick is hi coach, 2.5 year. Okay, so 2.5 year is quite a bit time. That's good. Yep. Kepinga 6 months. Okay. Belham 3 years. Okay, so I see that majority of the members for 3 years, 5 years. That's very good to hear that. So here the if you want to speed up, for example, let's say you are already traded for long term, or you want to speed up your career, there are a couple of things that we can look at. First of all, identifying need a little bit of work is needed. It's important that you put a little bit of work, is create a comparison list. Okay, for example, the most important part is to look at what area that you are lacking, right? See, when you can identify that thing, that what you need to do, where you need to go, when you identify all of this, it becomes much easier. So you need to identify those areas. Okay, so for example, some of you may be very good at emotional side. That means that you can hold a trade for bigger profit, you can do the risk management. Maybe you are lacking the technical skill. Some of you may be very good at technical side, very good at analysis, have a strategy, but not good at emotional control, which is the hardest part. That I would say that that being emotionally resilient is absolutely hard, and I know that because when I begin my trading, this is the same thing happened to me as well. I lost a lot of money, and then until I realized that actually where I am lacking is proper self-control. Okay, so this is where the most important area that a trader must work on. So create a comparison list. So how can you create? For example, take 2 pages. Okay, two pages, and then in one page write down what an ideal scenario that you want to see as a trader, and write down your current scenario. For example, you think that if you think that you should hold a trade for 3 times profit, okay, that could be an ideal scenario as a trader. And then you can write down in comparison with that, now how long you are holding a trade, and then you can write down that okay, how much time you should allocate as a trader. Now you can write down here how much time you are allocating at the moment, and then you can write down, for example, ideally how many strategy you should know, and then you can write here how many strategy you know. So when you create that comparison list, it will give you a very clear idea of where you are and how you can, what is the gap between you and that profitable trader, and then you can work on filling that gap. Okay, this is what I'm here in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. For those who are our member, we are I'm also organizing more and more sessions for all of you, so that you can hone your skill as a trader, right? It's important that you keep moving and growing as a trader, which is very, very important in trading. Thank you. Chef Wilson, welcome. 4 months. So you have 4 months. So for the beginner trader, it's a different story. So if you are a beginner, that I would say that focus on mostly on the risk management and learning with proper risk management, as well as which is very important. Okay, so if you are a beginner, then you must look at focus on the risk management, which is very important, and focus on risk management, focus on strategy, developing the strong trading psychology, which is very important. Thank you. I only trade impulses. So how do you trade impulses? Share your ideas. Following about 6 months. Okay, thank you. Less than 6 months. So Gloria, yeah, I know that you are here. Okay, less than 6 months, so it's very new. Thank you very much. Chavani, welcome. What do you mean by 3 times profit? So I mean by 3 times profit is, if your risk is $100, then your profit target should be $300. That's the 3 times profit. Okay, so I mean by that, if your risk is $50, then your profit should be $150. That's called the 3 times profit. So which is basically going for 3 times profit target, or 5 times, depending on what your situation is. Okay, top down analysis help me with emotional part. Yes, top down analysis helped you with the emotional part. How does this help? Also, you can share your thought. 3:1 ratio. Yeah. Risk reward. Yeah. Is it worth it? Basically, yeah, absolutely. Coach, thank you. What's your analysis on GJ? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Do you think it will rise or fall? Top down analysis. Yeah, major support and resistance. So sir, can you explain what causes yen to gain against all other currencies on Thursday? Okay, so we will be looking at GBP JPY at the moment. Okay, looking at GBP JPY, let's see where we can find our entry opportunity on GJ. First of all, let's look at the bigger picture, looking at the monthly chart to see overall direction in the market on GBP JPY. So from the monthly, we can see that this is a monthly impulse. From here, a big monthly move to the upside on GJ. And with this monthly impulse, the market has made a significant movement to the upside. If we look at the weekly chart, what we can see that from the weekly 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th week, a long week candle here. From the weekly, also we can see the market is moving to the upside. Now, looking at the daily chart on GJ, what we can see that from the daily, this is a daily impulse on GBP JPY, and here is the move followed by a pullback, another move followed by narrower pullback. So basically the market is in a strong bullish price action on GJ. So in this bullish momentum, this is a bullish pin bar, and the market is forming series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrending market structure on GJ. So what we can see here on GBP JPY from the daily is that this is the daily so far. Previous day, a big drop on GJ basically has broken this significant level of support. After break of this significant support on GJ, we have seen a rejection to the upside, and with this rejection the market is keep pushing high at the moment. If we look at the lower time frame, where this is the lower time frame price action on GJ, and there is a big drop. And if you guys remember, also we will be talking about our previous trade. This is our previous trade on if you look at, this is a huge drop. And let me also explain that trade, that what was the reason behind that, why did I open the trade, and what was the logic behind it. It's important that always analyze those trade that normal is given. So I guess the price was here when we are selling GJ in this live session. Probably you guys have seen that, many of our members. So here is if you look at this trend, you can see it's a fully very strongly uptrending market structure. Now the reason, there is a head and shoulder here also, but why this head and shoulder is so powerful is because if you look at the weekly, we can see that the market already has broken that resistance level, and you can see the market broken that resistance, grabbed that liquidity, and finally we have seen it's finally started to drop in the major direction of the trend. And with that drop, what we can see that there is a liquidity grab here. Okay, so with that liquidity grab from here, the market, you can see it just grab liquidity here, also grab liquidity here. So it's a clean head and shoulder formation, and with this head and shoulder formation we have seen a big consolidation pattern. So that has given GBP JPY to drop in the major direction. So basically we have seen a break of a structure, change of trend, and that's why we have opened that sell trade. In fact, has given us this incredible winning trade, which in fact has dropped to full 4 times profit target. The percentage is more important than pip. We had gained almost in the trade 134 pip, which is more than 4%. Guys, smash the like button now. If you enjoyed the trade, don't hesitate to smash it. Did you do that? I see that likes is still not there. I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Let me know which one you are looking at. Now we want to catch this kind of trade over time, as we can see that the market, in fact, when the market moving, we need to look at those kind of trade. So now let's look at what is next we have for us. And if I look at again GJ 4 hour, we can see the market is almost to the support level from the intraday support here, which is, let me draw the support here. And yeah, it's coming back to the support. So there is a big move here, and expecting it to come back down further. So from the daily, if we look at, now for our next move, we need to look at a bit deeply. Do you think that GJ is bouncing again from here, or it's gonna drop again to the support level? What's your view on that? Giovanni, top down analysis. Okay, major support and resistance. Victor also, sir, can you explain causes the major support and resistance? Okay, there are 4 weeks in a month, 6 days in a week, 6 daily candle, and 4 hours in a daily candle. 6 daily candles. Are you sure there's 6 daily candle? 4 hours in a daily candle. Elliott wave tells us we have 5 to 6 wave in each impulse. Okay, so Elliott wave tells 5 to 6. Look, these are some arbitrary, so sometimes you'll see that works, sometimes doesn't work. Elliott wave, sometimes it works, sometimes doesn't. Okay, it not always Elliott wave theory. I try to test it many times. So some areas you will find it works, some areas doesn't. So in fact, in trading like that, okay, trading is all about probability. Nothing you can assure that it's gonna work exactly in the same way. Okay, so in trading it's all about the probability. Being a trader also very important that you also know that in fact it is a probability. Okay, so how do you know that? What is the difference between certainty and probability? Because it's sometimes it's difficult for our brain to grasp that concept of probability. Probability is very different from the certainty, because our brain tend to think in terms of certainty because of long-term development. But so if you look at probability, let me give you an example here, so which is a very important point to look at. Guys, this will change the way you look at the market, so make sure that you are not missing this part. You're not gonna get it anywhere, I can guarantee you, because this is exclusive here. So make sure that you pay full attention to it. Okay, now let's look at this point here on GJ. Now if you look at the GBP JPY, what do you see? That GBP JPY, this is the daily candle, this is the last Friday's candle, and this is a resistance line here. Okay, so with that last Friday, this is a resistance line, and we have seen that from here there is a move towards it. How many pip here remaining to reach that resistance line? 76 pip. Now if you remember our Zoom class that we conducted in our previous VIP Zoom class on Sunday, this is what exactly, guys, I mentioned that from here, okay, that the price is 99% probability to reach there, to reach here. Okay, so that's probability. So probability that you need to understand in certain situation where the market, what is the probability to go from this price to this price, rather than thinking about also only the risk reward. That's where the key understanding as a trader. Is it clear to you? For example, if I give you another example, if you know that, let's say you long from here, your stop loss is here and your TP target is here. Okay, now what is the probability for this price to go there than to come here? So that is very important to understand. Then you can adjust it with the risk reward to gain that confidence that you need. So that's how it is. So you can see that the price in fact reached that zone and then returned back from that level. So it is important that you understand the probability when you are trading. Can you give us a set up for gold, please? Yeah, we will be looking at we are looking at gold currently a bit of slower movement. We can see a bit of if you look at here, what do you see? The market is on gold. This is a in a consolidation, okay, expecting gold to break from that consolidation and then to give us that entry. So at the moment, if you guys look at, you can see that it's in a consolidation pattern. Okay, so resistance, 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 support, support, support. So which is basically in a very narrow consolidation pattern. And with this narrow consolidation, we could see that gold is breaking out of that and then giving us that entry opportunity. The pattern and range trading is what I avoid. Yeah, if you find something not very convenient to you, you can try to avoid it. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Good morning gold. Yeah, can you please show again how you analyze the GBP JPY trade yesterday and how you know it will drop so far? Okay, Martina, very good question. So we'll be going to that point. Absolutely. Now before I go to that point, guys, make sure that you are not missing out by smashing the like button and also hitting that subscribe button. So gold is in a range. We will be waiting for a breakout. As there is a news coming, we might see a good move on gold. Now let's look at the GBP JPY again and going back to that trade. This is the trade. Now that was a massive one, right? From here to this level, right? So almost 4 times. Now the primary reason behind this trade is it is a reversal trade. Okay, so when you look at famous inventor Nikola Tesla once said that if you want to know the secret of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration. So there are 3 secrets in the market. Okay, so market structure, liquidity and price action. So the market structure is the backbone of the market, liquidity is the fuel of the market, and price action is the trigger of the market. So if you look at this zone here, okay, so what do you see in this area? This zone is where the liquidity, okay, so the price moves from liquidity to liquidity. So if you look at this zone where there is a high liquidity, okay, so which is a very high liquidity area, and in that liquidity zone, so if you look at the daily chart, what we can see that from the daily, let's drop it down a little bit. So from the daily, if we look at from the 4-hour and also the lower time frame, so what do we see that this is a very important point. This is where the key points. If you look at here, you can see that there is a huge drop from this level, a huge rejection to the downside, and that rejection brought that price here, right? So which is basically an area of value, which is what we need to look at, which is the liquidity zone, because in the past, what happened in the past is likely to happen, right? Not always, but most of the time. Most people also repeat past over and over again. Okay, so this is what happened. This is very important, that so sometime past give us some indication about the future, but not always. So if you look at that, in the past the price has broken from that level to this level, and it reached that, broken that high, so we can expect a rejection. So this is an understanding about the liquidity, and then we have seen that pattern that form, right? So this head and shoulder that we have traded, because it is in a liquidity zone. That's the point, right? So when you see the head, and you see that I always talk about the head and shoulder is not important. Head and shoulder is not important when you see it's in the middle of the trend, but head and shoulder can be important when you see is in a liquidity zone. Smash the like button now, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. There will be more content coming up in the upcoming days. So tomorrow, Saturday, during the London session time, keep eye guys, I will be releasing a very important lesson so that you can understand how this kind of trading works, how this kind of pattern that you can look at to trade the market. If you haven't watched yet, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe it now, and let me know how many traders are interested to know more about that. I will be posting a very, very important lesson tomorrow in London session. If I see that many traders are interested to watch that, then I can send a full in-depth lesson on that. It will be video, so not a live streaming. Live streaming will be during the weekdays, so it's gonna be a lesson will be posted on the channel. Okay, sorry, what's moving average do you use? So you need to say sorry. The moving average that I use, so one is 20 EMA and the 10 EMA. So two moving averages that I use is 20 EMA and the 10 EMA. So 20 EMA is the blue moving averages and 10 EMA is the red moving averages. So two moving averages that I use, both of them 10 and 20 EMA. Okay, so let's see. Thank you. Do you stream both NY and London? Yeah, so from tomorrow onwards, this is the stream. There will be another stream which will be only VIP only stream, which will be in London session, and this one, the one that currently you see guys, is our this will be on YouTube live, and there will be another session that will be on VIP only session. Thank you. Okay, so here is there will be a news coming up in dollar very soon, and we can see that gold is still in a choppy market structure, and I'll just take a 30 seconds break. Coming back, stay tuned for that. Okay guys, so back in the business. So welcome. Okay, so here is gold is in a very narrow consolidation pattern. All right, so we see a very narrow consolidation pattern, and this is a resistance line, support line. From this resistance support we can expect a breakout. Now this is the 15-minute chart. With the news coming up, if we see that is to the upside, then we need to look at again. If I look at the daily chart, it's a very narrow range. Okay, so here is what we can see: resistance, 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 important level of resistance and support, so which is basically a narrow zone. Okay guys, so let's keep moving forward, and in the meantime let me know if you have any question. I see that greatness, what direction bias is highly probable in gold? Okay, good question. We'll be looking at that. So what's moving average you use? Okay, so we discussed that. Do you stream both NY and London? So you'll have answered that, Mohanad. Hi coach, what about US30 NASDAQ? We'll be looking at that. Greeting. So what about gold? Okay, so we are looking at gold, which basically gold is currently in a narrow range. All right, so the news might give a break, and then we can expect it to move again from that level. So what about gold here? What time frame do you use most? 15 minutes. Do you take your entries in the lower? Ridwan Ali. Okay, so what time frame I use most? Okay, well done. Well, very good question. What time frame I use most? Now before I answer it, I would also like to know what do you guys, which time frame you use, and then I'll be discussing on that. So can you let me know what time frame you use? Let's see how many trader uses lower time frame and higher time frame. It's important to know that actually what we look at. Chokes, welcome. I mostly use 15 minutes. Ridwan Ali. Okay, so Aruz uses 5 minutes. Okay, anyone has a different time frame that you use? So Ridwan Ali, he uses 15 minutes, Aruz 5 minutes. Okay, so this is a very good question. Looking at the time frame is very important. Okay, so now looking at the time frame perspective, depending on what kind of trader you are, the time frame will be varied, right? Because time frame is completely different for everyone's, your personal circumstances as well as your experience. First thing I will say that if you are not an experienced trader, then definitely look at the higher time frame. This is the most important part, because if you are not an experienced trader or a new trader or beginner, then certainly you should be looking at the higher time frame. But you can, if you are trading on demo, then you can look at lower time frame for learning purpose. Secondly, even if you are an experienced trader, person to person varies. Some traders are good at controlling their emotion when they are trading, because when you are trading on the higher time frame, on the lower time frame, it requires strict discipline and emotional resilience, right? Let's say you saw a candlestick pattern that you can trade on the 5 minutes. Now you need to find out the proper entry based on that time frame with proper risk management. You have to have that clear understanding about the strategy, when to enter, where to exit, and you need to do it in a very quick time because it's a lower time frame. But if you're trading on, let's say, higher time frame, for example on the 1 hour or even on the 4 hour or daily, then you have a lot of time to look at, to analyze, and then to decide. So that's why when you are, let's say for us as an experienced trader, maybe many of you here already experienced, so you have understanding about the market and you can make a quick decision. Yeah, let's go for it, the lower time frame, depending on what kind of trader you are. So if you are a swing trader, yeah, definitely it's looking at the lower higher time frame. Day trader, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on your trading style. Thanks for mentioning that. Okay, what about gold? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Minutes, 1 hour chokes. Okay, find entries better in 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, also you can do experiment. Okay, so do a lot of experiment on what time frame works best for you. Timing, there are two things. One is the timing, the other one is the time frame. So timing and time frame is very important, because when you look at the timing, so what is the difference between timing and time frame? So we mostly think about the time frame, but less people think about the timing. Alright, so it's important that you combine together to find the best results in the market. So what is timing? Timing is when you use that time frame. Imagine that you are trading on the 5 minutes, but in the Asian session, not gonna work definitely, because market is very slow. Sometimes you might see a bit of trend, but it's not gonna work. But if you are trading on the 4 hour, maybe the Asian candle could be a very good trade most of the time. So it's a timing and the time frame. But imagine that you are trading on the 5 minutes, but on the London session opening, from the 15 minutes earlier, the London session opened till the 1 hour. Yeah, 5 minutes might be a very good time frame, because the timing is connecting with the time frame. Probably before the high impact news, after the high impact news, you are trading on 15 minutes or 5 minutes, could be a very good timing with the time frame. So it's important that you combine the timing along with the time frame to find the best trading opportunity in the market. All right, so to understand more, make sure guys you stick to the channel. I will also preparing a separate lesson explaining about the timing and the time frame, right? So this is gonna be a unique lesson, will be posted only exclusively for those who are dedicated to become a consistently profitable trader. Everything posted here in this channel is to help you to grow as a trader. So make sure that you take full advantage of it by smashing the like button and by hitting that subscribe button. And in addition to that, if you want to learn the strategy that I am trade with me in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, along with many other members in this academy, you can also join us today. You can find link below this video in the description, where we have few spots left to take in the mentorship program. So choose the lifetime access for all the tools and access everything that we have in this academy. You can find link below this video. Visit the website and then choose lifetime access plan to get access to everything. So with that being said, let's move on to some of the pairs. We see that GBP JPY, after break of this high, it is now starting to drop in that direction again. Let me see where we can find. So from the intraday drop, let me see the daily. Okay, so we can see that GJ trying to break below from this level. So the price has broken that resistance line on the daily, and after break of this resistance, grab that liquidity, and then we can see the market started to drop in that direction. If we look at the weekly, what we can see that from the weekly it's almost to the weekly support. Let's look at the monthly. Also the market started to drop in the direction from the daily, but we can see that daily resistance line, the price has broken the resistance, and we can expect for GJ to come back down in the direction. So from the intraday time frame, where support turning to resistance, and what we can see that in this area there is a liquidity grab. With that liquidity grab, the market has broken that high, and here what we can see, this is a very important resistance zone where there is a high liquidity zone. Expecting for GJ to drop further in that direction. So let's see what the market is planning for here, and depending on we will be looking for. At the moment, after breaking that liquidity zone, we see that it's dropping back down to the smart money area, so it might now try to drop back here, because it was, if you look at here, is the, you can see there is a head and shoulder formation. So, okay, so after this head and shoulder formation, the market made a big move, has gone up, retested the neckline of this support as a resistance, and it's now trying to drop back down again in the direction. So depending on the further price action confirmation, we can look for entry once we will find that. So here 30 minutes time frame, and from the 1 hour, what we can see, a big long wick candle. So depending on how the market might be doing, we'll be looking for potential entry. So from the 30 minutes, if I look from the 1 hour also on GJ, let me see how many pip here. So from the 1 hour, showing that we can see a very strong rejection from here. So we have seen so far a significant drop in that area. Okay, so we will be looking to see so this drop we might see from here to the downside, but still not a very good place for entry. It's almost a candle closing. If we see a significant pullback here, we might be able to find potential entry. At the moment, it already dropped to this liquidity zone. We might see that pullback and then to drop in that direction. So let's see where the price might be heading. Okay, traders, so in the meantime, I would appreciate your support if you give a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you. Mostly okay, 1 hour to weekly, welcome. Find entries better in 5 minutes. Yeah, okay. This lower time frame give me anxiety. Yeah, lower time frame sometimes is hard to trade, I know that. Okay, so it's might be very difficult to trade on the lower time frame, but once you are very experienced, you can trade it. Depend on your trading style and timing. Okay, so please tell us GBP JPY is upside or downside. GJ, we see that there is a, after break of this high, see from this liquidity candle, it made a move to the upside, and then it failed to create a new higher high. So after a pullback, we might see GJ again coming back down in the direction. Thank you. Ben, hi coach, from South Africa. Welcome to the live session. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I also missed all of you guys yesterday. I was traveling, so anyway, we're back. Today is the last day of trading week, so I'm definitely here to find the best trade. And yeah, so you can see that GJ, after breaking that high, just started to drop in that direction. So you might see GJ, if you look at the 1 hour, what I see that there is a strong bearish price action, so it might drop back to this support, which is the previous resistance turning support. So depending on so this is a liquidity candle formation currently we see, and with that liquidity candle formation, expecting for GJ to drop down to the support. So waiting for I think it might now just keep pushing down in that support level. From the long-term perspective, if you look at, So you can see that there is a big drop here to this support. So we might see that bearish continuation in that area, depending on how the price might be doing. If we see deeper pullback, we can look for this possible entry opportunity in that area. And we see that GJ, if we look at also the gold, we can see that, you can see after another liquidity grab is just trying to break out again. Let me delete that. So as there is a news coming up in 15 minutes, definitely gold might have a move. So today is the last day of trading week. Let's look at the weekly chart. So from the weekly, so far what we have seen, that there was a bearish engulf around the weekly, and this week so far, after breaking this weekly low, it's in a very narrow range. This weekly range is very narrow, if you look at, and in this narrow weekly range we could see that gold, let's draw these levels, okay, this narrow range, and with this narrow range, after a retest we might see that, you know, gold is moving in that narrow range. So depending on how it might be doing. So looking at daily chart, what we can see that from the daily, there is a long candle on the daily. This today's candle so far is also in a very narrow range, if you look at. So looking at now the 15-minute chart, also very narrow range. So it's in a choppy market structure, but I think news might give a good move. The bias for me is still potentially downside. What's your bias on gold? Let us know, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we talk about the GBP JPY. Hello, okay, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Hello, coach. We missed you yesterday. Thank you. Gotham, welcome. Okay, so here is what we can see, that this is where there is a consolidation, and expecting it to break below. But you can see that this is a triangular pattern, and in this triangular pattern the market is in a very narrow range. Okay, so gold, we are seeing that in a very narrow range, waiting for a breakout. While looking at GBP JPY, okay, so GJ so far broken below this liquidity zone. If you are not sure about the liquidity zone, guys, let me know so that I can discuss in depth about how to identify the liquidity zone. Thank you very much. Website is not working. It should be working. Why not working? So website is working. If you visit the website www.forextradingwizard.com, then scroll down to find out which one you want to join in. So it's working well. Make sure you just scroll down and then click join now button. Then you will be able to join and access everything that we have in the Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Okay, so we have 12 minutes to go for the news to come, and also I will be looking at some USD pairs. So you will be going back to dollar CAD to see. Now dollar CAD, so far we can see that it's now pushing high for a pullback. So let me do again a full multi-time frame analysis on dollar CAD. So if you look at the monthly chart on dollar CAD, what we can see that from the monthly, there is a monthly bullish candle, which is a strong bullish engulfer, followed by this is the monthly candle, where we can see that there is another monthly bearish candle on dollar CAD. So far monthly price action is bearish. Now if we look at the weekly chart, where we can see that from the weekly, this is a resistance line from the weekly perspective, forming series of lower high, which is basically also showing potentially bearish price action. If we look at the daily chart, where we can see that from the daily, this is a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. So which is basically also a long-term resistance zone. The price wherever going there, getting a rejection on dollar CAD. So looking at the lower time frame, what we can see that from the 4 hour, a big drop followed by a pullback, and we can see the market is again trending in that direction. So at the moment we will be waiting for a deeper pullback and then to drop down again. So here is a drop, pullback, drop, pullback. So the market is forming series of lower high and lower low, which is a downtrending market structure. So here is the liquidity zone, so which is basically an important liquidity zone on dollar CAD, expecting for the price to go ahead, fill that liquidity zone, grab the liquidity, and then to drop down again in the direction. So as you can see, the market is moving up to the resistance zone, waiting for the price to retest, grab the liquidity, and then to bounce, then to drop down again. So as the market trend is down, we still can expect after a break to drop back down again in the direction. Okay guys, so hope that you are enjoying the live session. If you are enjoying this live session, I would appreciate your support by giving a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. Down, Derek, welcome. Gbpusd, hi coach, your website is working well. Rahim, my first time. If you are first time, absolutely you'll enjoy it. Make sure you are not missing any of the content by smashing the like button, and also there will be some other content coming up tomorrow in London session time. Also I'll be posting a very important lesson about the timing and the time frame. Guys, keep in mind that these are two very important point that you need to look at about the timing and the time frame. All right, so timing and time frame is a concept that you will not find anywhere, because when you look at the time frame, we mostly think of, okay, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour. But if you look at the timing, okay, so the timing is very important, because if you look at the time frame which is not correlating with the timing, will not be much fruitful. So I'll be explaining in depth on that topic coming up. So I would like to know how many traders here are interested on that lesson. I'll be posting, if I see that many of you are interested on that, then I will be posting free on the YouTube channel. So let me know how many traders are here interested on that topic. Okay, so I see that Diwara interested. Okay, welcome. Island Cooking interested. Okay, welcome. Who else? Shurish. Okay, welcome. Thank you. Good job. Okay, so quite a few members getting interested. We'll be posting it. Sophia, okay. Ben, welcome. All right, will be posted. Ben, okay. So I see that many members are fully. All right, guys. So it will be posted in London session time tomorrow onwards, and keep eye on the channel by pressing that bell button. So once you press that bell button, any content that I'm posting will be also notified to you as soon as I'm posting it. So we are almost only 6 minutes away from the coming up news, which is a high impact news coming up. So make sure, guys, you are staying fully tuned on that. And in the meantime, traders, just a quick announcement is that if you want to join our recommended broker, I put a link in the description area. Also, I can share with you the link in the live chat. You can use that. I'm giving you the link in the live chat where you can click, and then you can register and start trading. So you can use that and start trading. Okay, so let's begin with we can see the dollar CAD here. After this move, the market is grabbing that liquidity, and then we could see that continuation depending on how it is doing. Okay, so dollar CAD is in a pullback. We'll be waiting for further retest, and then we will be looking for entry. Now let's look at what's happening with the GBP JPY, how the price might be doing. GBP JPY, if we look at the daily chart, from the daily, the market has broken the resistance from a long wick candle. If we look at the weekly, also we can see that from the daily, the market has broken the resistance and then form a long wick candle. From the intraday, there is a strong rejection. So expecting GJ to keep pushing down here, and looking at the lower time frame on GBP JPY, where it's a big drop here so far, waiting for the price to go ahead and retest and then to continue to drop in that direction. So for GBP JPY, would like to see that the market has made significant movement. So this is a support. We have seen a drop, retest, and then we can expect it to come down. I think the price may keep pushing down still, depending on how the price will do here. Okay, in the meantime, for those who just have joined the live session, we have started our live 1 hour earlier, the New York session live, and this will be the new timing for our future live session. There will be one live on YouTube in this time, and also there will be VIP trading will be going on in the London session time. We will be also trading on the live trading room, so we will keep all of them together. We have few spots left to take on the mentorship program. If you haven't tested yet, you can find link below this video in the description. Visit the website and then click join now to take on few spots left on the mentorship program. Few spots open. You can visit the website and then join us to be part of the trading community. So we have 1 minute for the gold and other pairs to show up its movement. Okay, so let's see how the price is reacting to the news. If we look at the Forex factory, calendar. Okay, so CAD and dollar, both of them. So it's gonna impact the dollar CAD as well as gold and dollar pairs. And you know the Friday is very important. So if we look at the market is basically trending on Friday, we might see good movement. Bounce, and yeah, so you see that a breakout, so that might make dollar CAD to drop down. Okay, so dollar CAD is currently still too early to predict. So gold, what is the data showing up? So what you can see that on data coming up on CAD, GDP, so which is forecast was 0.0%. So you see that actual also 0.0%. Core PC price index, forecast was 0.3%. Data has come out to be 0.2%. So basically, which has given dollar a bit of weakness most likely. And if we look at the DXY, we see that reflection on DXY, a bit of downside here on DXY. So after you can see there is a liquidity grab here on DXY, big drop, red candle followed by another red candle on DXY. So significant bearish price action on DXY. So that has given an upside momentum on gold. So you can see the market slowly breaking to the upside on gold. Keep pushing high. So from the weekly, we can see that after breaking this weekly low, there is an initial bounce. Now this bounce could lead gold to go back to the resistance, or after a break and then can continue to drop, depending on, really we need to wait for the price action confirmation a little bit, and then based on that we can look for that entry opportunity. Thank you. If you're interested, okay, can you check Euro USD? I will be looking at that. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Okay, so can you check Euro USD? Absolutely, thank you. I'm good, Jay. Thank you very much. All is well with me. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Okay, so here is GJ. Also we have seen a long week rejection with the news. Now the rejection on GJ, we need to see either it's for the downside or for the upside, because it's a two-way situation, because the market has tested this and trying to bounce, or with the gold as well. After breaking that from the 1 hour, until we see a clear direction, we just need to be patient, guys. Here patience is the key, right? So being a trader means you become patient fully until you find your full setup, which is very important. Yeah, thank you very much. Looks interesting. Thank you. Okay, so here what we can see, there is an potential inverted head and shoulder formation in that area, and with this potential inverted head and shoulder formation, if we see the market has made significant progress, we might see that it's trending. With this consolidation on gold, still there wasn't trend. So if the market breaks out because it's weekend, we might see very important, very significant trend in this market. Let's see how far it is going. It's important that we can remain patient on that. Welcome, welcome. Euro dollar, we have seen a complete breakout. So with the weakness on dollar, we saw that euro dollar has got a breakout. Let's see the daily chart on euro dollar. We can see that after breaking this support, euro dollar managed to break out. So we also had a trade early on euro dollar. Let's see that full multi-time frame analysis on euro dollar to see. Now looking at the monthly chart on euro dollar, now today is the last day of the month, and tomorrow there will be a new monthly opening. Now it's important that we look at the overall picture. So with the new monthly opening on euro dollar, we can see that there is a monthly bounce, a big bounce on the monthly. And if we look at the weekly chart, what we can see that weekly, this is the support level on the weekly. The market has broken that low and formed a long week candle so far on the weekly. If I look at the daily chart, what we can see that from the daily, this is the daily support, and with this support here, which is basically a very strong bullish pattern here. Okay, so we can see that's a bull pattern, bull flag. The market has broken that low, and then we can see that it started to bounce to the upside. So here we can see the market is in a very strong bullish trend, and from the lower time frame, what you can see that so this is a channel. Okay, so we can see that it's a channel where in that channel, a complete breakout. So with this breakout on euro dollar, we may see that the price is moving up to create a new higher high. So far a clean bounce. We might see deeper drop and then continuation to the upside again. So euro dollar is in a very strong bullish trend, big bounce, and we can see that gold also following the same pattern in the main direction of the trend. It's started to bounce. So here the market started to move to the upside, waiting for the price to break and then to keep pushing up. If we look at the GJ, yeah, this form a long week candle here also, GBP JPY. Okay, so it's still not showing any very clear direction, but gold has made a big has got for a big bounce. Yeah, thank you. So I'm good, thank you very much. Your junior, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your mention. Yeah, absolutely. Here, I try to give as much as to the community for who are coming. Not only this, we have some incredible tool that we are using in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, also available, that helps me to find the best trade possible in the market all the time. Yeah, let's keep growing as a trader, which is very important that we focus on our growth. Jay, yes, of course. If you wanna join us today, there is a few spots available. We do have a mentorship program where you can learn and grow as a trader. So if you haven't visited the website, you can find link below this video in the description. So once you visit the website, just click join now button. This is the website, www.forextradingwizard.com. Visit the website, and then once you are on the website, choose the lifetime access for all the tools and strategies that you can learn with me in the academy. So don't miss out any opportunity. You can find link below this video in the description for all the tools, strategies, and also you can access all the trades that I'm posting on the VIP channel. So you can access all of them today. Make sure you don't miss any of this by joining the channel, by subscribing to the channel. Thank you. So what you can see that on gold is in this area there is a long wick candle. Okay, so we'll be waiting for a clean trend. And GJ also trying to create a pattern here. So gold is trending. Dollar CAD has formed quite a few long wick candle here. So let's see what's happening with the dollar CAD. Let's look at that overall picture. So guys keep patience. So here is the daily chart on dollar CAD. Looking at the weekly, last day of trading week. So this is the weekly candle, is very important. From the weekly, from this resistance line, we can see that this is the resistance level on dollar CAD. And what we can see from this resistance, the market has started to drop in that direction. If we look at the daily chart, we can see that from the daily there is this is a resistance line also on the daily. If we look at the intraday time frame, where there is a big drop, correction, another drop, expecting for dollar CAD to drop down further. So looking at lower time frame from the 1 hour, this is where it's important to see that the trend on dollar CAD is still bearish. So we might see that the price is still in the downward direction here on dollar CAD. So we can see that there is a bearish price action. From the 1 hour, this is a resistance line where there is a liquidity grab, and expecting for $CAD to break below and then to create a new lower low depending on how the market might be doing. So $CAD is still gathering liquidity here. So $CAD showing potentially bearish. If we look at gold, just keep moving up, and yeah, gold is just trending in the major direction. Jay, you can visit the website. So if you go to below this video in the description, so find the first link below this video in the description where you can visit the website and then click join now button where you can learn and grow as a trader. So gold and GJ, we can see they are moving, and GBP JPY also might be trending in the direction. So if we look at GBP USD and Euro dollar, very aggressively bullish at the moment after the news. So looking at the daily chart, where you can see the market might be heading in the major direction of the trend. And if we look at the 4 hour, where this is a bullish price action where we can see euro dollar is moving in the major direction also. So you could see that the price is trending. Guys, hope that you are enjoying the live session. I know that I need a little bit of patience, but absolutely it is always a good idea to be patient and to observe the market. So looking at again gold to find an entry. Okay guys, so here is bullish trend. Okay, locally which is trending. There's strong momentum. So we'll be waiting to see. If you guys look at, this is a very important level of resistance here. Which is turning support. The data is very important. Sometime the data has come out will create a different result. So GBP JPY, we can see that it's trying to break out from the 4-hour. There is a doji and it's trying to bounce here, but this doji has a liquidity from both sides, so I will be a bit of patient on that. Okay guys, so okay, the gold after this, it's trying to trend in the direction. So if I look at the daily, looks like that we might see bullish bias now from the weekly bounce. So from the daily bounce, now it's approaching a resistance line, but I think that the way the price has formed, it is possible for the price to go to the upside. Now this resistance coming up is an important level. At the moment we can see so far bullish move. We'll be waiting for a pullback and then continuation. Okay, so any drop, if we look at even the 1 minute chart to see how the market might be doing, So would like to see that gold has given us a setup, guys. I know that it's a bit of patience required, but so it is. You have to be patient when you are trading. When there is a trade, as you have seen, we had our GJ trade last week, massive one. Many of you have enjoyed the trade. You don't need a lot of trade, but you need the quality trade. So this one, you can see that it was a big one and has given us the massive profit. We will be waiting to see better trade always. So 15 minutes on gold. This is we have seen a breakout from here. If we see the market has dropped well below, then we can look for that potential entry. Let's wait for that price to come down. So if you see that gold has dropped well below this level, yeah, depending on how the market is doing. Okay, so now we can see this. It's now coming down for a here is dropping down to this previous resistance zone. If the price drop back to this previous resistance turning support, that's where you can look for potential entry. Thank you very much. I'm doing very well. Pele sir, what is you thinking about NZD-JPY? NZD-JPY. So we are looking at GBP JPY. they almost move in the same direction like the NZD JPY, the JPY pairs. So if we look at gold, GBP JPY, we can see that GBP JPY is trying to bounce, so might be NZD JPY moving in the same direction. So if we look at gold here, but we can see that on gold, so they're all of them dollar yen, except we see that downside. GBP JPY is trying to bounce. So we have seen the 4-hour close, that is dodgy on GJ, and gold is bullish. So basically, because it's a weekend, we will see probably the middle of the NY session again market is picking up with the news on gold. This is a significant movement, but without retesting this previous resistance down support, I will not be going for anything at the moment. So we need to see proper retest. I hope that guys you are understanding and enjoying this live session. And yeah, it's important that guys you are patient always. You know, patience is the key in trading. So when you look at the market, always be patient. It's very important that you stay patient. Patience is key in trading. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great month, absolutely. And waiting for another big month to come up. This week also we had an incredible week that we have spent, and waiting for another big week to come up. Thanks for all the support, guys. So here we can see with this doji, it's just trying to consolidate, but there is an imbalance here in the market. Without feeling that imbalance, it's less likely to bounce up. So 2 long wick candle here. Very interesting price action on gold. Okay, where you can see that after this doji, it's now breaking this side. Still not ready fully for any kind of entry. In the meantime, traders, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. So after forming 2 dojis, we can see the price started to break below this level. We might see that it's coming back to that support zone again. Let's see where it is heading. GBP JPY also slowly bouncing up. Euro dollar and other instrument, if we look at where you can see that the market slowly trying to break below. Gold, yeah, we can expect now for a deeper pullback. That's why I was not entering, because if you look at the daily, it's in a very narrow zone, so it's not a good idea to go for long, because this resistance is very stronger to break, and we might see that the price is dropping down to this support level. Let's see how far it might be going. Yeah, so GJ is trying to move back up. Still I wouldn't be interested at the moment. We need to see a very clear picture of how it might be doing. Okay guys, so with the progression of this session, what we see that gold, after the news, there has been a bounce, but still the market is in a sideways some time like that, as the monthly close coming tomorrow, so which is the end of the weekend of the month and also end of the day. So there will be new opening on Monday starting, and with this new opening we could see that there might be a very good move coming for the upcoming month and day and week. So I will still be watching the chart as we are almost at the end of the live session. Let's see how the price doing. Based on that, we will be entering if we find an entry. And in the meantime, also, if you want to join our mentorship program, we have few spots left. You can join using the link below this video, in the website link below this video. I would recommend you to join the lifetime access plan, so that you can access everything that we have. And with that being said, traders, it was a great session, great week and great month. Coming up tomorrow, there is a very important lesson coming. I'll be posting on the channel during this London and NY session time, so I will recommend you to keep eye on that. Until that, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you there again, trading live together coming up. Until that, stay well, stay happy. Thank you. See you soon.